Nintendo directly shows off their immediate future. EA's Online Pass is a thing of the past, and Ace Attorney is making its way to the West. All of this, and we pull out the crystal ball today on the grill. Let's do it. Hello and welcome to the May 18th installment of GamerNode.com's Hot Off the Grill. Senior editor Jason Fanelli is here once again, bringing you the biggest news of the past week. A lot of stuff going on, and we start predicting this week, so let's not waste any time and get right to it. The latest Nintendo Direct hit the internets on Friday, bringing with it release dates and other information for Nintendo's upcoming games. The wonderful 101 launches September 15th, which is Grand Theft Auto 5 week for those who aren't aware. New Super Luigi U gets a release date of June 20th digitally and August 25th boxed version. Digitally will cost $19.99, but if you want the box, it's $29.99. Mario and Sonic at the 2014 Winter Olympic Games was announced with curling, skiing, and figure skating pairs. The idea of Bowser Jr. figure skating with Peach is weird. Pikmin 3 had a ton of information, including control schemes and the names of our heroes, Alf, Brittany, and Charlie. Game & Warrior showed off a couple more games and how they'll use the gamepad and TV screen together. And Nintendo announced a fully exclusive partnership with Sega over the next 3 Sonic the Hedgehog games. Now, we don't know if that includes the Olympic Games, the Lost World that they announced today, and a third one, or if it means the Lost World and 2 more. They also announced that new Sega Game Gear games will be coming, including Columns, Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, Shining Force 2, and both Sonic the Hedgehogs 1 and 2. Kind of a substandard Nintendo Direct compared to the other ones this year, but it's a month from E3. They've said they're going to have one right before E3, and they've already said that Smash Bros., 3D Mario, and Mario Kart will be part of that Nintendo Direct. So why show your full hand now when you have one coming up in a month? I get that. The best part of it to me is the announcement of a partnership with Best Buy that will have E3 demos available on Wii U kiosks in Best Buy during E3. So those who haven't bought the system yet can go in and try what's coming out. That to me is brilliant. I understand the people saying, why aren't they going to be on the eShop? Give the people who already own it something to do. I get that, but we're in. We already have our system. So the people who don't know yet should be playing the new demos and deciding if they want the system based on what's coming out. People have been saying they need to find a way to sell their systems. That's a way to do it. EA has decided to leave behind the controversial online pass system started in 2010. Now, you would buy a brand new game, get an online passcode, and be able to access online features and other exclusive content through the online pass. However, it was one-time use, so used owners wouldn't be able to use the pass. It was one and done, and that pissed a lot of people off, and rightly so. There are some people that just buy used games, not brand new, so the fact that they have to miss out on online or pay $10 extra to get the online is ludicrous. Thankfully, EA has seen the light, and they're ditching the whole system. That's one step further to get into the good graces of gamers, but I'm sure they have a long way to go because the internet never forgets. Yes, Tuesday is Xbox reveal, but that doesn't mean that there aren't games coming out that are worthy of your time as well. So pull up those chairs, grab those mugs, and have a taste of what's on tap. Resident Evil Revelations from Capcom makes the transition from 3DS to every console. Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and Wii U owners will finally get to try what arguably was the best Resident Evil of 2012. Sorry, I'm not sorry, Resident Evil 6. Sorry, I'm not sorry. If that's not your thing, Call of Juarez Gunslinger tries to take the series back to the good old West. And Donkey Kong Country Returns 3D takes the platinum-selling Wii game and brings it to 3D with new stages, new features, and a whole new way to play for those who aren't quite good at video games. I'm going to try Donkey Kong, and I'm really thinking about Resident Evil Revelations. But what's on tap for you? Ace Attorney 5 is finally coming to American and European shores this fall under a new name, Ace Attorney Dual Destinies. Set 8 years after Phoenix last appeared in court, which was detailed in Apollo Justice Ace Attorney, the first mission shown was one in a courtroom ravaged by a bomb, and Wright and his new sidekick Athena Sykes must find out who exactly blew it up. The official press release states that Dual Destinies will be available digitally with no word of a physical retail release. Let's just hope it won't be released in an episodic format, or there will be plenty of hold-its and objections from Ace Attorney fans. Bringing Ace Attorney 5 is a good start, Capcom, but the logical next step is simple. give us Professor Layton X Ace Attorney. We want that too. And if we have to buy Ace Attorney Dual Destinies to prove it to you, then fine. But we really want it. Can you please give it to us? Layton, Phoenix Wright, yes. Ladies and gentlemen, it's that time again. We're getting close to E3. We are 4 weeks away, so it's time to start thinking about what we're going to see on the E3 show floor in 2013. Now, normally I would go in the order of the shows, Microsoft, Sony, Nintendo, but Nintendo hasn't having one this year, and I don't feel quite right going with Microsoft before they reveal their Xbox on Tuesday, so I'll save them for next week. Today, it's all about Sony and their upcoming PlayStation 4. What will we see from them at E3 this year? It's time to look into the crystal ball with Nostradation's E3 2013 predictions. PlayStation 4 was announced back in February with plenty of hardware and software aspects to whet our appetites. However, it's time for more news. Game Informer's last cover was all about PlayStation 4 and what they announced. That was a good start. But I fully expect price, date, and, let's be honest, the way the system looks, all to be shown off at E3 2013. Now, we'll get more updates on the games they've already announced, Killzone, Infamous Second Son, and other games like that. But I also expect Sony Santa Monica to show their hand and what they've been working on the PlayStation 4, and I don't think it's anything we've ever seen before. I think it'll actually be a brand new IP, which is nice. You may hear about some PlayStation 3 things that are coming, like Beyond in October and The Last of Us the Friday after E3 ends, but not a lot of time will be spent on it. It'll be all PS4 all the time. They might even highlight the fact that the Vita can remote play every PS4 game, which they just put on their website without telling anybody. There will be third-party support. We'll see Assassin's Creed 4 for PS4. We'll get more information on Diablo 3 coming to PS4. Probably some Watch Dogs from Ubisoft as well as some brand new games for the PS4 that either haven't been announced yet or we don't know are coming to the PS4. I wouldn't be surprised if Ubisoft decided, hey, let's put Splinter Cell on PS4 as well, even though it's coming out in August. All I know is PS4, Sony, be ready for it. And with that, our kitchen is once again closed for the week. Tune in next time for more of the biggest gaming news, as well as a Microsoft theme episode next week with the next Xbox reveal and E3 predictions coming at you, as always, hot off the grill. Thank you very much for watching, and stay hungry, my friends.